everyone, welcome to Girls STEMpede. Our guest today is Miranda, a chemist and research specialist at the manufacturing company 3M, which is known for creating adhesive and abrasive products. Hi, Miss Miranda, thank you for being here today.
Thanks for having me.
Before we get into our actual questions, I wanted to ask you an icebreaker. If you could meet any female in STEM from history, who would it be and why?
I'm a chemist, so I feel like it's quite cliche, but I would love to meet Marie Curie. I just think what she did was so outstanding in terms of both the scientific progress that she made as well as the time in which she did it. So
Yeah.
I'd love to just, I don't know. I just think it would be really fun to kind of talk to her about her life and how she got to kind of do the things she did. And also, I think it'd be kind of interesting to know uh, what are the things that history left out? Because I think that happens quite frequently to women, especially from that time period of other discoveries that maybe were not credited to her that she did. So I think that would be really fun.
Yeah, I never even thought about asking, like, if I were to go back in history and ask someone, like, that's a really good point, especially if they were a woman, because I feel like you're right, some things probably weren't credited to them or they helped with and they were never mentioned. So I think Marie Curie is a very good person to go back to. So to start, I wanted to ask you just if you could tell us briefly what exactly you do at 3M and if you could take us through your typical day. So what's your favorite part, what's your least favorite part, etc.
Yeah, so I am, like I said, I'm a chemist, and you said, so I mix chemicals together and I make new molecules. And so that's kind of at the core of what I do. But I work primarily on adhesives and adhesive development and adhesive manufacturing within 3M. So I make all kinds of work on developing either new products or new adhesives for different applications that 3M might be interested in, or also sort of help maintain our current adhesives that we are already manufacturing for use in 3M products. So I do a lot of different things throughout the day. I think a lot of my time is spent in the lab. Like I'm still primarily in the lab, but a lot of my time is also spent in meetings, which is probably not surprising, but is kind of you got to talk to people to do science. And so I spend a lot of my days sometimes talking to people, and that is really fun. I really like that. I think my least favorite thing that I do on a day-to-day basis is there's just a lot of paperwork that you wouldn't necessarily anticipate that you might have to be doing, but careful record keeping is really key to I would say being I don't really want to say like being a good scientist, but like being a scientist, I think, is you got to make sure you write down what you did and it's recorded somewhere accurately. And that is time consuming to do. And so at working at a major sort of corporation, there's all kinds of different paperwork, and it's not that much fun. But it's important to do. So but I really do like being in the lab, and I really do like meeting people and talking to people about not only the science that I'm doing, but also hear about what they're doing as well.
Yeah, it's nice that you like the social aspect because I think that a lot of people always associate science or working in a lab with very solitary work and not being with other people. So it's nice that you like the human aspect of it because that's something that not everyone realizes. So.
Yeah, so I think it is a misconception. Science is a team sport for sure, and it's fun. I think that's what keeps it fun.
In our last discussion, I remember you saying that you realized as early as high school that you were especially intrigued by the physical aspects of chemistry, so building molecules and things like that. And do you think that, because you ultimately pursued this initial curiosity at 3M, do you think that doing that was the right decision? And if so, would you recommend that girls who have also identified this specific aspect of science or of anything in STEM that is very interesting to them, would you recommend that they pursue that?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think like, you know, your interests, whether they whatever they are, whatever makes you really excited, when you think about like, hey, I that like really gets me going. I really am excited about doing, for me it was, yeah, chemistry and the idea of making molecules was really cool. I just thought that was so cool and it was so interesting. I wanted to know more about it. Anybody who's interested in that kind of in anything at that level, you have to follow that passion because that's what's going to keep you motivated and keep you wanting to do something new and wanting to continue to work in the area. Because if you're not interested in it, and that's fine, right? Not everybody has to be interested in pursuing a science-based career, but I think if you are, you should certainly go after it. There's no reason why you shouldn't. It's I find it to be super rewarding. I think I really like being able to ask and answer questions. I think that that's really fun, and I hope that other people who have that same desire pursue that as well.
Yeah, yeah, I completely agree. Thank you.